in entertainment design, a lot of emphasis goes to theme of the entertainment products.
We have Harshal Patil today with us, and he is a great friend of mine, and we have done transportation design together. Both of us has worked in academia, and we are doing some of the similar stuffs right now, and very different stuff at the same time. Harshal has ventured into entertainment design, concept design. For as long as I know, the concept almost originated five years before. Yeah, and that has been culminating, and more details Harshal will be sharing with us. And this is kind of a brief look into like studying design itself. Necessarily doesn't mean you have to go into a specific field. There is a huge lot of things that you could explore, and this is one instance where such a thing has been happening. So let us hear from Harshal.
Thank you, Pratik, for inviting me. As we started with industrial design, our primary focus was to create a product which a user might be able to use by themselves, right? And then the focus becomes user safety, ergonomics, affordability, manufacturability. So that gives product a good chance in surviving the market. But in entertainment design, the priorities are different. You will be designing the same product. Let's say if you are designing a car for a video game or a movie, so affordability and user safety and all, because if you are generating a futuristic sci-fi concept, it might not be made as a real vehicle in life, right? It could be a set piece, a prop, or it could be CGI directly. So user safety, ergonomics, aerodynamics, all of those things become secondary. What is primary in entertainment design is how much of an entertainment value it carries, because the user is anyway purchasing your product, but they are purchasing entertainment, right? They are paying for the ticket of a movie, or they are paying for a video game which should entertain them, right? So if that does not happen, that means your design process is not working properly. So compared to product and industrial design, when you create a product, the usability and affordability takes a prime position, right? A role. But in entertainment design, it's just the entertainment value of the product itself. Another thing to notice is that in entertainment design, a lot of emphasis goes to theme of the entertainment product. So if it's a video game which is based in a fantasy setting, then whatever products you are designing, costume, product, character, vehicle, all of that should carry the theme of fantasy, right? If it is for a cyberpunk movie, all of those elements will be cyberpunk. Yeah. So if you want to become an entertainment designer, you will need to read into what a theme is and how to expound on the existing tropes that exist in that theme.
I think this is where like a course like history of design also kind of gives us the data, whether the steampunk that we know and see where are its origins, or the futuristic cyber scenes, or probably when digital, the whole digital thing was going on, so much of neons and maybe the 9-segment, 8-segment displays and all those played a huge role.
Yes.
And I think that's a really important part of connecting to that age and creating all of that.
Definitely. So an entertainment design project is a result of an artistic vision, right? In real life, the real products are a product of innovation, right? You create a new product to make a person's life easier. In entertainment design, the creator of the entertainment project, be it a animation film, be it a video game, or be it a movie, the artistic vision plays an important role. The person who is in charge of that artistic vision, he is responsible. That's a very big responsibility, because whatever elements are being designed for the particular product, movie or a game, those elements should gel well together in terms of their functioning, if it's a video game, and or aesthetic, right? So in an artistic vision comprises of things like thematic elements, what theme is there, what year it is it in the past, the movie, or is it in the future, how far in the future, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. So the farther you go in future, the more difficult it gets, because we don't know what technologies will be there in that era, right? So an a person who is in charge of that artistic vision has to be responsible enough to get things done. So the designers who are working with that person, be it the art director or the founder or the creator of the thing, the designers will help that person envision whatever world he's aspiring to create. And a successful process of that results into wonderful contents, like be it games like Gears of War, or like Cyberpunk, yeah. Movies like Lord of the Rings. So all of the visual elements, be it fantasy, science fiction, or any other genre, the artistic vision of that thing is what the audience is going to experience in the end.
Just on this context itself, I was just relating to, because I started playing Cyberpunk. I was just see how it is. At the same time, I was also playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So it is completely 1899, and another one is 2077. So the whole contrast of all that, how things are, but yet things like society and how the whole human nature works in both the worlds, there are connections to that. And so another thing that I wanted to ask to you is, as a product industrial designer, the transition into entertainment design, and how has the whole pace of being an industrial designer or product designer helped you get to what entertainment and concept design is?
Yes. That's a very good question, because many of the people who aspire to become an entertainment designer don't start as entertainment design students, right? They could be from diverse backgrounds, as product design, animation, or visual communication design. So the process which takes place is similar but not identical, right? So you start with an idea, you do your research, then you ideate on the ideas, you generate iterations, then you go back to your original idea and see whether that idea works
or not.
But the markers are different. So in actual product design, you see that the product has to be usable, aesthetically good, manufacturable, and affordable. So those are the 4 parameters a product will be judged on. If those parameters are not achievable, then the idea is changed or refined. In entertainment design, it comes down pretty much to the theme, right? If the theme is a fantasy setup, whatever asset, like if it's a costume or a weapon, whatever you have designed, does it play into the theme directly or not? If it plays into the theme and it has that entertainment value, then it's a successful design. So entertainment design is a project, like a movie or a game, on a whole, at a holistic level, is a culmination of these small processes, comes together, and we remember them as great products of entertainment.
So while if you are designing something for let's say the future, or like in your concept art and the book that is going to come out, so do you also look into functionality and aesthetics, and probably look at if ergonomics were so your fantasy characters, would they be able to use the suits? Do you also look into that, being an industrial designer?
I think that is the most crucial and most important question related to entertainment design. So I will say there are, in my case, I put a great emphasis on the products being actually usable, because although it's a fictional setup, but human brain can clearly perceive how physics works and how the laws of nature work, right? So it only has to be believable to a good degree. It doesn't have to be fully achievable. This the technology you are using, for example, if you are using fusion energy or plasma energy in your products, that is not possible today. But at least the technology surrounding it, or the looks of the product, or the way your characters use those products, it has to seem believable. That is the only thing, because in entertainment design and also in entertainment products, so it's a story, right? All entertainment products carry a story, be it a video game, be it a movie or an animation. It will have a story. So you want your audience to be immersed into that story, right? The stronger the immersion is, the more real everything will feel. So if your products and vehicles and whatever you are using in that like entertainment scenario, if they are believable, then the immersion is stronger.
Yes.
And that will result into a greater emotional impact when the story is resolved.
True. That is very much true.
So, to sum it up, practicality is only as important as the to be believable. It doesn't have to be more accurate than that, because the more time you spend making it more real, the budget and the time and all, because all of the entertainment design project are time bound and budget bound.
Yes.
So there's only certain freedom that you are allowed to have, and the time you're allowed to have to design all those things. Like Cyberpunk game, they spent a good 5 years into designing the world and vehicles and all of that. Gives a nice aesthetic result in the end, but again there are trade-offs. There are trade-offs. So if you spend too much time designing the assets, you will have less time to actually implement those assets into the product. So I think that is what happened with Cyberpunk. And I think so it's the responsibility of the person in charge that they have to balance these two things. The assets design should be good and believable. At the same time, the product should be usable and the story should be entertaining.
I think it's a very delicate balance that you are playing with a lot of things.
Yes.
And so, I mean, from this conversation also, I think probably if you were to make props or something like people who do I see in a few Instagram, YouTube videos that they are building 3D printing Iron Man suits and all.
Yeah.
So probably your suits or your character suits also will.
I hope so.
Yeah, it would come out.
That is every artist's fantasy,
Yes.
People will cosplay their characters.
And I think being someone who wants to join design, or a student or someone who is aspiring to join, be it any course, maybe visual communication, product design, industrial design, fashion design. I think every one of these design field connects into entertainment design in a way.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to ask you, for someone who's aspiring to study design, to make them aware that there's something like concept art and entertainment design, what would your advice be for them?
So, first advice would be to watch a lot of movies. This is the best advice students take from me. But there needs to be a lot to be done later. So watch plenty of movies, play plenty of games. You see how each theme is played upon every time in every entertainment product. Try to understand the concept of theme itself, because that is the most crucial thing in entertainment design, that you understand and follow the theme that your world is in, your product is set up in. So if a product designer or a visual communication designer or an animator or a character designer, if they are good at reading and understanding themes, I think they already have a edge in getting into the entertainment design business. Because I will give you one example. If you work as a freelancer, freelance concept artist, you might get a project which is fantasy oriented. The next project will be cyberpunk, right? And another project will be set in history.
Yeah, true.
So your ability to read the time, feel the mood and composition, and understand the theme itself will make you successful in this business. Otherwise, let's say if you have only one strength that okay, I only do cyberpunk, then your options are limited.
Oh yeah, true.
So to survive, it's a tough feat, right? Like all other designers. So to survive as a successful entertainment designer, your ability to read themes and to contribute to the themes is very crucial. So I think that is the most important.
And I think India has a lot of artists who do VFX, crazy amount of modeling, crazy amount of rigging, and I think every Hollywood movie that we watch has an immense list of Indian artists who does a lot of work, and I know few of them also. A fantastic amount of work, and concept art also from them.
Yes.
But I mean, I feel that there could also be a lot of designers because understanding the holistic perspective of entertainment design or like a video game or a movie.
Yeah.
As a designer, I think it also kind of makes you think from a lot of different perspectives, right?
Yes.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes. So, in India, entertainment design is an emerging market, right? So, if you look at Hollywood itself, you have plenty of projects happening at the same time, be it movies, games, with different themes, different setups, and different timelines, different brands, different budgets, right? So, if you look at India, it's still an emerging field. So, many of the projects that designers will be hoping for as soon as they graduate out of the college might be not there just yet, right?
True.
So it's important for entertainment design aspirants in India to understand the market itself, not just what you're supposed to do, but the entire market, how it works, how it functions. And India is a treasure of culture and stories from the past and traditions.
Yeah.
And we have a distinct way of storytelling. So Indian designers could take up the challenge themselves and be entrepreneurs in this field, because there is no market yet.
Exactly.
You can create the market.
That is very well said, I think. And so I would like to thank you again
Thank you very much. Thank you to the audience
being here with us and telling about a field which I think very few people know or very few people are immersed into. So as designers, this is definitely one path you can take upon when you are graduating or as a career path. It's going to be a very tough path, but very fulfilling once you are doing it.
You get to be popular.
Yes. And very satisfying also, I think, when you see the results. So thank you everybody. Thank you for tuning in with us. So we will get you more people and let us see where this series can go on. And that is it. Thank you.